Good morning.
Oh, it's not morning. It's 4:09
Good
p.m.
409.
Welcome back to Unpacked with Ethan
And
featuring
Reese.
Reese. And today we
We're
are
going to be
talking
talking
about
about social media.
social media.
hmm
That
What social media platforms are you present on?
is a
Or
really
is that the right word?
boring question, but I will answer it anyway.
Don't answer it then.
Oh, I will
Have you ever
answer.
done anything scandalous on
Yes, I
social
have.
media
Thank you
or
for asking.
taboo?
I've done a lot of taboo things on social media.
Like what?
Do you remember the challenge like in middle school? You'd basically roast.
Your pants have zippers on the bottom. Anyways, continue. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, it big scandals with me and my friend group too, but continue.
So basically, for those who don't know, it's where you would roast someone and then just say "huh" at the end, and that made it okay, I guess.
It did.
So I would do this, but if you know me, I'm very good at roasting people. So people would get very upset. Like they'd do one about me and be like, "My name's Ethan, and I'm I wear glasses sometimes," like boring shit like that. Then I'd be like, "My name's Jordan, and I have a constellation of pimples on my back that have been there since fifth grade, and I can't get rid of them no matter how much Accutane I go on."
You're so mean.
But also, the people I was mean about were like people I didn't like. Like, I did one about my friend, and I was like, it was like a nice roast, but when I genuinely didn't like someone, they got flamed. I don't know why they asked me to do it.
Yeah, I
Like,
would
if we're
agree.
not friends, don't ask me to roast you because it's gonna be really, really
I
mean.
forgot about that trend. Like, why were we so ruthless as middle schoolers? That was wild.
Um, yeah. What about your friend group? You said there was some controversy.
Yeah, there was just one girl, and I actually forgot about this until the other day, but she was like kind of on the outskirts of our friend group, I guess. Like
Mm-hmm.
she had a lot of other friends. So it was like she would just kind of float, you know? Like she wasn't like really part of our friend group, but like she would hang out with us occasionally. And one time, oh, I guess this isn't related to the haunt challenge. Do you still want to hear it? It's, I guess, social media. Social media is so deceiving. You don't know who's the person talking to you. But basically, she was on the bus with one of my friends, and I was on a different bus than everybody else for some reason in fifth grade. So, she took one of my friend's phones, or I guess it was sixth grade, and the day before the Halloween dance, she pretended like she was my friend and texted me and was shit talking herself to me to like try to get me to shit talk with her. Isn't that crazy?
Did you?
Yeah. Because I was in sixth grade, and my best friend at the time was like, "What do you think of? Isn't she such a bitch? Like, oh my god, isn't she the worst?" I wasn't like super like about it, but I was just kind of like, "Yeah, haha." Like she's something else. I completely forgot about that. And then we all got off the bus and she was so mad. She was like, I can't believe you would shit talk me. It's like that's a wild thing to do. Take somebody else's phone and initiate shit talking. Like not even just like, what do you think about whatever. Like full on being like, she's a fucking cunt. Like, don't you agree? You know?
That's actually really smart, though.
I
I would.
guess, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's not like she wasn't my close friend. She was just like some chick that was like kind of there. It's like if my best friend at the time starts shit talking somebody else, you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna kind of like side with your best friend even if you don't like fully agree with them. You're gonna be like, okay, like you tell them, you know? Like,
That's really funny.
but yeah. Anyways, but she also would do the haunt challenge, and I like just remember her like piercing voice doing it. Anyways,
Did you have that like anonymous app in middle school
oh yeah,
where people would post anonymous things?
yeah. What is it called?
I can't remember the name of it.
But yeah, that was. Would you do those?
Oh
I
yeah.
knew you would. I couldn't stand the people who did them because you'd post it and you would be like, I think I did it once. I feel like you would post it like looking for one person to like
Mm-hmm.
say like, I have a crush on you. I think we should talk more. And then,
Oh,
sorry guys. Um, What was I saying? Oh yeah. I just didn't really fuck with it. What did you? You would.
I did.
Would you give people rates and TBHs? That too was crazy. Set up for a rate or a TBH,
No,
and I'd always be like 8 out of 10. You seem chill. We should talk more. Be like, shut
I
up.
did do those,
Yeah,
but I was very honest with mine. I think that was another
your
problem I
rates.
had. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd be like 2 out of 10. You kind of have a big nose and a gap tooth. Like,
Mhm.
but I was talking about there was an app where you had to sign in and
Mhm.
like verify that you were from a certain school
Yeah.
and in a certain grade.
Mhm.
And like you went on it. You're talking about the one on Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
So there was a like app that you
Oh.
went on
Mhm.
and it was everyone from your school.
Would you like vote for people? I'll just
No,
let you finish.
you
Sorry.
would just people would just you could there was like a poll thing, but most of the time people would just post like anonymous messages and then people could comment anonymously on it. So it
Maybe
was
we
like
had
this
that too.
whole anonymous thing. People would be people would be like, I want Jeff to throat fuck the fuck out of me at the football game this
What
weekend.
grade?
Like sixth,
Wow.
maybe seventh. And then people would be like, I've been thinking this for years. Like,
Who's Jeff? A
it was just
student?
an example,
Oh,
bro.
okay. Sorry.
She can't handle examples, I
Again, make sure you
guess.
guys can see me.
Um, but it would just be out of pocket shit like that. It'd be like, I hope Haley burns in a fire, that fat pig.
Damn.
And then people would be like, yeah, I will roast her for my Thanksgiving dinner. She is such a bitch. And it's like, holy fuck.
I feel like they don't really have that anymore.
I
Like
don't
middle
think they
schoolers are
do.
so unproblematic now. But it was like, well, not unproblematic, but like I feel like they're mean in
Wait.
different ways. Like ours, like we were like directly handed the resources to just be vile to each other.
It was crazy. And it's crazy what people will do when they think that they're anonymous on something. They will say whatever they want.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, whoa, bro,
At
you need
such a
to chill.
young
When I went
age.
on it, I would just be like, this person's cute. Sometimes I'd say, Ethan's cute. Does anyone agree? And then see how many people agreed. I'd be like, all right,
Jesus.
good.
Well, yeah, but then there was also the one where it was like, I don't know, they would like prompt it and they would be like, who is the most athletic? Who's the most
Mm-hmm.
beautiful? And then you would be given like four options. It was like the same thing. You would like sign on with your school and then you would get like four options of people and everybody would vote. And
I
then like
think
at the
that
end of
was
the
on there
week you would
too.
get all of your awards of like what you were. Yeah, crazy. Did you do Uvu and house party?
I don't know what that is.
Are you serious? It's like FaceTime, but I don't think you could group FaceTime yet in middle school. I always forget that that's like a recent thing, but it was just like a place where you could group FaceTime and Uvu when you got, or maybe it's house party. I don't really remember. They were kind of the same concept, but when you got on, it would notify everybody that you were a friend with that you were on Uvu or house party. So it would be like, so and so is FaceTiming with this person and this person and this person. And then you could just go on the app and join. Like you didn't have to get like invited or anything. You would just join.
Bro,
So it would be like mass fucking Uvus. And we'd be like, okay, squad, we're gonna Uvu tonight at 7. And it would be like everybody would get on and we would like scheme to get the boys to join our house party or Uvu.
that's really fucking weird.
You would comment Ethan is beautiful to see if other people would comment back and I'm the weird
And
one.
guess what? They would. I bet you if you said Reese is beautiful, it'd be like, nah.
Definitely not. People were so vile to me in middle school. They'd be like, 2 out of 10, you're kind of fucking ugly. And you're boring and you're really quiet and you don't talk.
I
And
would
I'd
have
be
been the
like,
person.
okay.
But
People, yeah, were so mean to me.
I can't. So I have a brother in middle school right now.
Hmm.
I can't imagine them doing the same things
Really?
because it feels so wrong because he's like so little. And I'm like,
I can't imagine it.
it's so crazy to me. But I do know that there's still pieces of shit. They haven't stopped being pieces of shit
Oh,
just
no,
because
definitely
they've
not.
had technology for a while. My brother said there was an autistic kid that was throwing wood chips and threw wood chips at this one kid and the kid fucking tackled him to the ground and
That's
started beating
shitty.
him up.
Damn.
It's like you are in 6th grade, brother. What do you
That's wild.
I remember
Jesus.
one time in 6th grade there's this kid that commented on my Instagram um like a string of comments. There was like 3 comments that he was like, fucking bitch, I hate you. You're a piece of shit. Fucking gay ass whore.
Mm-hmm.
And it started a war in my comment section. I had over 100 comments.
Really? What grade is this?
This was 6th grade.
Okay.
There was just this one kid, but then all of my friends were like, all right, it's go time. As soon as they saw,
Wow,
I
that's
didn't
so
even have to
kind.
like say anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, I saw 3 comments from someone, and I'm the type of person, I don't like to delete comments if they're mean. I don't like
Do you
to,
get hate comments often?
well, like if I were to, like on TikTok and stuff, when people
Oh,
comment something rude, I'm not going to delete it
yeah,
because
I think that's weird.
it's never, throughout my whole life, it has never affected me. And I think the only people it has affected are people who are a little bit too soft. Because I feel like I've heard so many shitty things in person that there's not a single thing you could say to me that would hurt my feelings
I'm gonna start hate
online.
commenting on your Instagram posts.
Well, that's the thing. Like when I get a hate comment, I'm like, ooh, this is
I know,
cool.
guys. Will you please start hate commenting our podcast? We got one like the first week, and it made me so
It was
happy.
so good. He's like, what did he say?
He called us boring or something.
Yeah,
He
he's
was like,
like,
"I don't need to hear anything else from
this isn't
Unpacked."
a real
No,
podcast.
he commented and he was like, "You're not. This isn't a real podcast. You're just fucking repeating tweets that you saw or something like that." Didn't he?
Yeah,
And
and I was a little confused.
"Nah, I'm telling a story. If you'd watch the fucking podcast," and he was like, "I've
I don't.
seen enough of Unpacked." I was
It's
like,
like,
"Okay,
bro, you're
then
30
keep
years old
scrolling, bro."
commenting on a video that has 5 likes. Be real.
Literally,
Be real.
literally.
It's so weird that people still do that. I can't remember the last time I left a hate comment on something.
That's what I don't understand. Like going out of your way to leave a comment, like just scroll. Like that takes so much work to like think of something to say and be like, and you know damn well people are gonna combat it and be like, oh my god, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're posting on like a big TikTok with like lots of likes, people are gonna see it probably and like, you know what I mean?
It's
Because
just
one day,
so
oh my god, one
weird.
day I was really mad and I saw a TikTok where somebody was shit talking Lord, and I like went off and I was like, and I said something mean. I don't remember what I said, and that's the only time I've ever left a hate comment. And people were so mad. They're like, the creator's allowed to their own opinion. It was like, they're shit talking Lord. That's
The,
not allowed.
the only time I think hate comments are valid is when it's funny. Okay?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like, this one time I commented on this girl's, and also it has to be the right person. It can't just be somebody that's, like, trying to live their life.
I agree.
Like, there was this one girl, it was, I think Memorial Day weekend, and she was like, just wondering how many of you on welfare got boats? Because I'm going on my boat while you guys are sitting on your asses on welfare. How many of you got boats? And
was she speaking or was she typing?
she was speaking.
Okay, I was going to say, how did you know she's a list?
That's what she sounded like. So I commented, I'm not sure what boats are, but I'll let you know when I find out.
How did you spell boach?
BOATSHHHHHH.
That's really good.
And she deleted her post after that.
Oh.
And there was like 100 other comments that were really mean, but mine was the one who did her in, I guess.
That's crazy.
Because everyone else is like, well, everyone was like, you're orange skinned. And I'm like, she gets that a lot. Make fun of her lisp that nobody's got her for yet. Like, come on now.
So true. That's crazy. But I guess that's kind of justified because she's being mean first. If people are being mean, I feel like you deserve a hate comment if you're already being hateful.
I agree with that.
But like, if people are just trying to live their lives.
But also, if somebody's being mean, I'm not going to comment on their thing. You are a piece of shit. You're so ugly. No, it's got to be funny. Like,
I agree.
It's got to be a roast.
Yeah. Anyways, back to what you were originally saying. Sorry, I kind of changed the
saying?
subject about how people were defending you in your comments.
Oh,
Here's
I
all you
forgot
had to
about
say.
that. There was like 100 comments, and that was the one time I ended up deleting a post because it got vile. Like, people were being so mean to each other.
What did you post?
It was just like a fucking picture of me and a couple of my friends, and he was mad at me because like earlier that week we had beef in 6th grade.
Earlier the week.
And
so it was someone you knew then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he went to my school, and I think he might be dead or in jail now, but that's beside the point. But so many comments, and they were like, nobody was even coming at me after the first ones that he left. It was all like they started fighting with each other, and he was like, "Well, you're a fucking ugly, stupid piece of shit too," and like everybody's going back and forth, like, "Oh yeah, well, your mom left you when you were 2, and that's why you have so many fucking problems,
Uh-huh.
and that's why your nose is crooked." And
Damn.
so I'm like reading all these comments, and I'm like, I think this is enough, and so I just deleted it.
I wish people would do that shit on my
It
platforms.
stresses me out. Like
Really?
when people comment things about me, it's fine. But when they start arguing with each other, then I'm
Yeah,
like,
I guess that is a
what
bit
the
much.
fuck? But another time that happened was on a YouTube video I made about um one of my old friends. I
Hmm.
made an 18-minute long YouTube video because she did some sketchy things
Yeah.
and I was not exactly in the right mindset. So I thought, you know what would be really fucking funny? I already had a YouTube channel that I made that year, and I started it off. It was a little bit sketchy to begin with because I was in my closet reading a children's book and drinking milk.
It's so sketchy, bro.
But it was like vibes were always off on my YouTube channel. Like I had a 19-minute video of me eating cupcakes. It was like watching it back, I was like, what the fuck was wrong with me? But I made an 18-minute long YouTube video. I edited it and I had little, it was, I thought it was really good. But then her friend commented something on it. And then this guy I didn't even know commented, no, I've been saying this for years. Like, I don't know how he found it or how he knows me, but this like there was like 80 comments on this YouTube video that I had,
Hmm.
and that was the only other time that I had to delete some because I was like, you can't be saying that.
Yeah.
Like, don't say that to each other. You're gonna like if somebody finds that a year from now and sees what they were saying
What were
to
they
each
saying
other,
to each other?
it was I can't even like remember the specifics, but it was stuff that like not even I would say to someone if I
It's
was
got to be
at
real
my
bad then.
yeah, it was really bad. It's like why are we bringing up there's like certain things that you shouldn't bring up when you're fighting with someone. I just think it's weird to bring up.
Like what?
Like if somebody I don't really know how to say it without there's just certain things you shouldn't bring up.
Will you tell me at a later date so I know not never to bring them up?
I think it's things you know not to bring up.
Oh,
Like if somebody
you have brought up people's dead parents, so like I don't know where you draw the line as to what you're not supposed to bring up.
when somebody's mom, I mean dad, died when they were 2 and they're in high school saying how much it affected them, I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up because you at 2 years
You just
old,
confused
you
me.
do not remember.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you do not remember that your dad died. You don't. So when I come at you and be like, you blame everything on your fucking dad being dead when
Hmm.
you were 2, it's like, bro, you were 2 years old. I promise you, it was not that traumatic. Maybe it made you be brought up differently, but the way you're saying it, like, oh, it's just because I had to go through my dad dying. You didn't have to go through shit, brother.
Bruh. So true, girl.
But
Anyways,
yeah.
well, hopefully I'm never problematic.
Instagram. We've been talking about making Instagram casual again.
I know, but I feel like, oh, I really didn't like that when that was like a movement. Not a movement, but like a thing. You remember that? And all the girls would post and they'd post like their silly pictures and be like, let's make Instagram casual again. And they'd caption their post that. It's like you're not, like, you're making it formal, I feel like, by doing that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, you
by
just
having
gotta,
to announce.
that you're making it casual. Like, whoa, you're so quirky and like, this is
Yeah.
so revolutionary.
And then
Like,
the next
just
post is
post.
like them like, mm,
That's what I'm saying.
mm.
Like, just post your fucking post and move on.
Yeah. Um, I've wanted to do that for so long, but I feel like I have 2 accounts already. I have my one that's private and my one that's public. My one
Hmm.
that's public is the one that's more like just pictures I take like once a month.
Hmm.
And then my one that's private, it's like I post every day on.
That's how I have too. And it's my favorite thing in the world.
Me too. And I would feel really Like I want to make my main one the like my other one, but then I'd feel really bad because I've had my other one since freshman year of high school, and I've kept every post on it.
Which one? Your spam or your main?
My spam. And I've kept it for so long. I think I
I
have like
understand.
550 some posts.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, it's like if I moved that over to my other one,
Mm-hmm.
then what do I do with the other one now? Because if I'm posting
Yeah.
everything to my main one now, then my old one is just kind of dead.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me kind of sad.
I'm sorry. I feel like you gotta keep it. I don't know. That's how I feel. Because I've thought about the same thing. I'm like, why don't I just post on my main like how I post on my spam? But then I'm like, no, I kind of like the idea of my spam being like my little diary.
Hmm.
Because like over the summer, I posted every single day, and my caption would be like an intense journal. And it's really good.
Might have been really good recently,
They have been.
but yeah, I think I just need. I feel like not many people know that I have a second one because I don't. You know how people put it in their bios, like their spams. I'm not about to do that. You gotta find it if you want to see it.
That's how, well, mine is in my bio, but you also have to find it to see it. I haven't explicitly told anybody about it. Well, I guess I am right now, but I haven't told anybody about it. It was just supposed to be like my spam for myself, but then people found it. And I said to myself, okay, if people request to follow it, I have to let them in. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But I'm not going to promote it and be like, guys, go follow my spam.
Bro.
Like, you need to find it. What?
So mine had like 600 followers before. I think it has like 90 now. Because one time I used to let everybody follow it. One time, me and my friends, we had a really big controversy where somebody like snitched on us for something, and we were all like, "We can't trust these hoes no mo." And we
So
went
true.
through and we blocked everybody off of it. Like we
Mm-hmm.
sat together and went remove, 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 remove till it was down to just like my friend group and then one other person. There was like four people following it. And then I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, we're starting fresh. If anyone wants to add it, they can.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll see if they get through.
That's kind of valid.
So it was like a very private thing for a while. And then I came to college and I'm like, I don't fucking care who sees shit. Like,
Yeah.
they're not going to get me in trouble for anything now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember your spam when I met you was public
Mm-hmm.
for a while.
Yeah.
And then I reposted something and you were like, how'd you repost it? And then you made it private.
Because over the summer after senior year, I think I made it public because I was like, but recently I made it private again because I was like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like more of like there's certain people that I don't want to see it, and I don't feel like going through to block them all.
Like who?
Just like random people throughout. Like I don't want people stalking me.
I feel you.
They can stalk because that one's more personal. That's why I feel like in order to make my main one a spam, it would have to be private.
Oh, and your main is public? I
Yeah,
guess mine is too.
because
I
mine's
don't really ever post though.
public. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not as personal, so people can't really stalk me on my main. Like they can't see what's going on with me. It's like
Yeah.
once a month you see photos and it doesn't tell you anything about me. Maybe I changed the color of
Your
my hair.
nipple was so out. Guys, what do we think of posting nipples? I was fucking flabbergasted, absolutely shell shocked.
Why?
Because I go on Instagram. Oh my god, my friend Ethan Outman posted. His whole nipple is out, guys. I didn't know how to react. It was, not gonna lie, a little disturbing. It's so in your
Did
face.
you like it?
Like, click, click.
Like you sat there and went,
Yeah.
I knew it. See, you always say these things like that was so upsetting to look at, but it's like you're the only one who really paid attention to that when you first opened it. So I feel like maybe you might just be
Hold on.
really, really, really sexually aroused by me.
You can't tell the people. Guys. Okay, I feel like other people, Grace noticed.
Well, that's
I
you
feel
and
like it's me and
Grace.
Grace though, because we know you. That's so true. Because like if a random person had their nipple out, I'd be like, okay, but I know you, so it's like, why the fuck's his nipple out, bro? That's so fucked up. He needs to put on a shirt. What the fuck? Anyways, but I guess it's really not that big of a deal. I don't feel like pulling it up to post without a shirt on. It was just that I know you that it was like really jarring. It was like,
You were like,
what the
I
fuck?
think you texted me. You were like, why is your nipple out, bro? I was like,
It
chill.
scared me. I'm sorry. It was like, what the fuck? Anyways, back to, oh yeah, Instagram. I don't know. I post like once every like 2 months, I'd say. I know they're kind of, I don't know if they're controversial, and some of them are really corny. But I fuck up a photo dump. I love photo dumps because I feel like I know.
On your main?
Yeah, I know you don't, but I love posting them because it's like I don't want to like dedicate one post to like one fucking photo shoot. Like that's so boring. Like no, like let me show you how I spent my last week of 19. I fucking had cake. I went to the zoo. I went to the disco. I put on a come and go hat. I freaking saw ducks. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to give them that full experience. So I guess mine is already a little spammy, but like, I don't know.
Interesting concept.
Thanks, G Money.
So, what do you think is the worst social media platform?
Fucking, to be honest, Twitter I really don't understand.
But I mean like bad, like sketchy.
Do you have one in mind?
I have a couple in mind.
What are they?
Snapchat?
Snapchat, to be honest, what the actual fuck? Like, the concept of Snapchat is really weird. I was walking home the other day, and I typically don't Snapchat people, like, when I'm walking. Also, like, I don't know. I don't use Snapchat that often. Like, I feel like it probably seems like it to you, because you're one of, like, 6 people that I snap religiously, you know? But, like, outside of literally, I think I have, like, 12 streaks. Outside of the 12 people that I, like, speak to every single day, I don't snap other people. But, like, somebody snapped me, and I opened it, and I was like, what the fuck is Snapchat? Like,
What
why
was
did
it?
It was just a person's face. It was like, why am I snapping this person my face? That's like, why am I sending them a picture of my face, and why are they sending me one back? And then in like 20 minutes, I'll probably do it again, and then she'll do it again. You know what I mean?
That's why I like it.
I never said I didn't like it, but
well,
it's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, that's such a strange concept.
I don't like the concept of everything gets deleted afterwards. Because I feel like people are just like, oh, it gets deleted. And then they'll send the craziest shit. You know how many times I've opened snaps in class and like it's like clicking through and then there's just a random penis or a random pair of tits.
All the time, probably.
At least once a day.
Really?
It's crazy.
That's wild.
I don't understand that. But like having people like friends and stuff that I might not see every day, I think it's fun to like just snap each other pictures of your face. Because I'll be honest, I kind of get sad when I don't talk to people in a while, like face to face. I can't like, I'm like, God, I'm kind of forgetting what they look like. So when people just text me, it kind of makes me sad. But I guess I've started doing it over text too. With people I only text, I'll like send pictures of stuff that's happening with me throughout the day. Like I'll send pictures of my food or like pictures of what I'm wearing, stuff like that. So I'm kind of turning text into Snapchat, but I feel like it's just so easy on Snapchat because you can just take a picture and put
I
your
agree.
text on
I do.
it.
I like the concept of like Anna and I, like she lives in New York, but like last year especially, she lived in Boston, and it's like every single day we would like send each other. And when I was taking the elevator down, I'd send her an elevator fit check every single morning. And like I don't know, I like the concept of being able to send people photos easily because text kind of faulty with pictures. But I had a friend senior year and last year who he didn't have Snapchat, so like we could only text, and I feel like the vibes aren't there, you know? Like it is weird, like you said, because it's like I guess I can send you a picture and be like, but that's so, it just seems so strange to me.
It's, I don't know, text, you have to be very, very good and very wanting to have conversation, and you also have to be wanting to take a commercial break.
Yippee!
Goodbye.
Whoa! Today I'm here to tell you what you need to do if you have a shitty life and you want it to be exponentially better. You know what you need to do? You need to get the fuck out of your fucking bed and buy an Owala bottle. A water bottle. Can I tell you guys? Hey, Ethan, have I told you how amazing this bottle is?
You have several times.
Let me break it down for you.
Okay.
So first, fucking this one is like 32 ounces. So much water. I drink a lot of water, so let me tell you something. I drink like 6 of these a day, and I'm shaking off the fucking walls. But let me tell you. You
Yeah.
go. Thank you. Thanks. Hey, you're so good at backing me up. Thank you. So let me tell you this. But first, you got. Can I get closer? Am I allowed to get closer?
Of course.
Good. Thank you, guys. Whoa, you guys have never seen me this close. Don't I look beautiful? Look at my bangs. Anyways, you fucking go like this, and you can swing it around like a sexy little purse. Then
it's your clutch.
it's my fucking clutch.
Yeah.
Hit the button. Oh my god! Oh,
How does it do that? Does
God.
it always do? Okay.
I don't even have to fucking tip it back, because guess what? There's a straw. Not only is there a straw, there's also, my mic's the wrong way, there's a fucking spout. So if I want, I can tip it back, but need not be. Ethan, take a sip for me. How was it?
Now, Reese and I have a couple classes together.
Oh my god.
And she always lets me have her water. And let me tell you something. She puts
Tell
ice
us.
in this
Uh-huh.
once a day.
Once a day,
And
guys.
it stays in there for the rest of the day.
Rest of the fucking day.
She refills this thing like 3 times. That water stays in there the
Ice
whole
fucking
time.
cold. Best water bottle you'll ever have. So now you're probably thinking to yourself, how am I going to get my hands on one of these? So you know what you're going to do? You're going to go to owala.com. That's OWALA.com. And you're going to add the fucking water bottle to your cart. And then guess what you're going to do once it's in your cart?
Can I tell him?
You can tell them, Ethan.
You are going to type in promo code Clarice.
What was that? Clarice, my formal fucking government name?
Clarice. Clarice. And you will get 20% off.
20% off!
20% off!
20% off of a water bottle that will change your life. Do you hear me? Thank you.
This is our first official sponsor on this show.
So thank you, Owala. We appreciate it.
We love it so much. You guys, please support, because we are both broke as a 90-year-old falling down 2 flights of stairs. So please go support them. They're amazing. And is this your personal favorite color?
Personal favorite color out of every
you.
color that's ever been there.
They have a new one called the Creamsicle. Yeah. I think I need to get that one. And you know what I'm going to do to get it?
What?
I'm going to go to the website. What's it called?
Fucking Owala. That's OWALA.com.
And I'm going to type in what?
CLARICE into the promo code section.
And what am I going to get if I do that?
You're going to get 20% off.
20% off?
20% off.
What
the fuck is right,
This
brother?
is the best deal ever, probably.
I think this is the best day of my life.
This is the best day of my life.
Thank you. Glad we're in agreement.
Anyway.
Make it the best day of yours. Go to owala.com.
So what were we talking about?
I don't really remember. But
I was saying something about it being important. But I forgot what was important.
We were talking about when like you don't see somebody often. I think like you want to see their face.
I remember now. So if you're going to text someone, it's very important that you're good at having a conversation and holding a conversation. Because people who are like, hey, what you doing? Nothing much. You? Nothing. And then like 30 minutes later again, hey. Like, that annoys the shit out of me. You should say, what are you doing to someone? Maximum like 3 times a day, unless you know that they're doing
3 times a day?
Like morning, midday, night. If you're having like a conversation throughout the day,
I'd give them once a day.
But what if you're doing something differently? Like
just
if somebody
bring it up. I feel like you don't have to, I don't know, continue.
But also, I don't really give people the opportunity to ask what I'm doing, because I'll be like, I'm at lunch.
That's what I'm saying. Just be like, I don't know, like, how's it going? Doing this.
I just don't understand when people are so... Don't send me a meme if you have nothing to say.
I'm gonna start sending you memes. I'm gonna turn you against me. I'm gonna start leaving hate comments and I'm gonna start sending you
I
memes
can't
and ask, what are you
stand
doing?
when the
Do
only
people do
way
that
you
too
can keep
often?
a conversation going is by sending like a picture or something.
Oh, I know what you mean. That I used to do that. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't do it to like, I don't know, people that I wasn't friends with. Like Anna and I, we had the like just like, I don't know, they're on Instagram, the memes that are just like the Facebook style memes, and it's
Hmm.
like a like color background and then it says something on it. Whenever she was being really fucking boring, I'd send her one that said okay. And that's
Well,
it. And then
that's
she'd send me like a different color one of okay back.
that's
So we just send
fine,
okay back and forth.
but
But I know what you mean. When people send like random memes that don't relate to the conversation, it's like you're not funny. What do you think that's gonna do? I don't answer if people do that. Like you're not
I don't know what to say.
good. What is never mind actually. You always call my questions boring. So what's your favorite social media platform to like communicate with people on?
Probably Snapchat because I post to my stories so well. It's on and off. If I'm
I've noticed
really
that about
feeling it
you.
one day, there'll be like 60 posts,
Mhm.
and it's just me talking and like
Mhm.
talking about my day. But if I'm not feeling it, you won't hear from me for a month.
That's how I am. I don't know. I never really post my main Snapchat story, but I've had it's coming up on my 5 year for my private. I'm super
Wow.
excited. But anyways, my private, I love my private. I made it my sophomore year of high school, and I don't know. I've had two. So it's currently Retha's trash boat time, you know? It used to be Reese. I'm just saying Reese because I don't like saying it with a lisp. It was Reese's Trash Boat Party Time, and that was the more exclusive one. And then it was Reese's Trash Boat Time. But everybody that I was friends with on Reese's Trash Boat Party Time, I stopped being friends with. So I slowly took everybody off until it was a private with me and one other person, and then that person got taken off too. So then I just had to convert to my bigger private. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it?
So crazy.
I knew, like halfway through that story, I was like, I need to stop talking because Ethan's gonna tell me I'm boring.
I'm just confused how you never added anyone else to it. It
To what?
just like it was the same people, and then you slowly subtracted people. Nobody ever got added.
No,
Okay.
it was over the course of like a year. Who would I have added?
You didn't make any new friends as you were losing your old
No, I
friends.
did. But the thing is, like my smaller spam or my smaller private was like, I don't know. Like I would all of the new friends that I was making, none of them I was comfortable enough for them to be on the smaller private, you know? That's why they were on the bigger one. You get what I'm saying?
I have
Definitely not.
two
But
privates as well.
what are your two privates? Whoa, am I not on one of them? Whoa,
No,
what's
I'm
it
just
called?
kidding. Um, I have a lot for different purposes, but now I don't really use them anymore. I used to have a lot. I used to have one for my dog specifically. Like I'd just post pictures of my dog, but I'd make it look like it was her posting. Like I'd make her take a selfie, and then she'd be like, "Just got out of the pen. What's the move for tonight?" Like stuff like that. And then I had one that was purely for me just ranting about whenever something went bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had my other one that I still use to this day. And that one has a lot of people on it. It's not very private, but I also don't really care who sees. The thing, I don't get people like that don't post a lot and they're very private with their lives because I guess go off, be super cool and mysterious, but to me that just makes me think that you have something to hide.
I agree. It's good to be known.
Everybody everybody's seen the worst of me and everybody's seen the best of me.
Mm-hmm.
So you got it all there for you.
Yeah.
If you see something from me that's you're like, wow, that's really fucked up. At least you know it doesn't get any lower than that because you'll see it all.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I just think people who post like have two Instagram posts or people who have no Instagram posts.
That's
Why
fucked
do you have
up.
Instagram?
I agree.
Delete the
Or like,
app.
yeah, people. Oh, what do you think of people who care a little bit too much about, I guess, their Instagram presence. And what they do is they'll post filler posts and then archive them. You get what I mean? And then like a few weeks later unarchive them. So then it's like all aesthetic. So they'll like, do you get what I'm saying? Like they'll
No,
post a picture of, like the sunset and then they'll immediately archive it so nobody sees it. And then after like a few days or a few weeks, so it won't show up in people's feeds anymore, they'll unarchive it so it's back on their page and like makes it look all aesthetic. I fucking hate when people do that.
I didn't
Like
know that
that
was a thing.
defeats really. Oh, I know a lot of people who do that.
It's really weird.
Like just post like
I
that.
just
Like why does it matter what your feed looks like that much? I never understood that either. Well, like I do, but like mine, I don't know. I don't have a color scheme. It's just like
I don't think mine does
whatever I
either.
want.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't.
I don't get mysterious people.
They're definitely hiding something.
I agree. Like I understand and I respect like not wanting to post everything about your life. I think that's good. Have some privacy. But like when people know nothing about you, like I feel like in this day and age, like you gotta have some presence on
Or,
social
you know, when
media.
people are like, everything you post stays on the internet forever. I'm like,
I don't
okay, it
fucking
can
care.
stay on the. I like people are like, you better watch out what you say on the internet. I'm sorry, I'm not going around screaming the N word nonstop and like calling people names.
Hmm. I
But
was yeah.
for my whole life, I've been like, I don't really care if it stays on the internet, to be quite honest with you, because
Yeah.
the worst thing, like most of the most embarrassing or like problematic things I would say are directed at myself.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't really care.
That's how I feel. I was thinking about this the other day actually, because I was like, I don't know, in middle school, it was like drilled home
Hmm.
to us. Like, watch what you're posting on social media. Like, don't post anything you're gonna regret. Like, don't post like if you're at a party or if you have a drink in your hand, which like I guess that's fair. But like even like don't post like scandalous pictures. Like make sure you always look like very formal, which like I guess these are all valid points to some extent. But like they made it seem like I don't even know. Like what job is actually gonna be looking up
I feel like nowadays,
my Instagram account and being like, whoa, Reese Riera saw a hippo on her birthday, you know?
most things nowadays are just looking for like people who are like actually problematic if they're
Yeah,
looking on
that's fair.
social media. But that's what I don't understand. Why are you telling people watch what you post? Because people are like, oh, I don't want to post this photo with my nipple out because then. But it's
Did
like,
you have that thought process?
no, because I was like,
Good.
I don't really give a, I don't give a fuck. If somebody goes to my profile, if there is somebody who wants to hire me and their one thing, they're like, well, he had his nipple out in a photo in 2023,
Mm-hmm.
then I don't think that's a job I really want.
That's fair. Makes sense.
But yeah, I've never posted anything problematic anywhere, I don't think.
I don't think I have. See, that's the thing. I feel like I'm not a problematic person. Correct me if I'm wrong. But like I wouldn't I get what you mean where it's like I feel like they're looking for like
Mhm.
when they cancel people and it's like in 2011 she said the N-word, you know? It's like guys, I can confidently say never said the N-word. Like I'm not going to get canceled. Like I haven't called anyone any slurs.
Yeah,
I'm going to be
that's
okay.
I feel like I don't know. If I were to get canceled, what would I get canceled for?
We've talked about this before. I don't remember my answer. Oh, you said you get canceled for saying you don't like Beyonce.
Oh, yeah. Like that's as problematic as I get, like not liking somebody that other people like. But I'm never going to be like your friend.
Who?
Not going to name names, not going to call anybody out. But somebody referred to Beyonce as something that I would not refer to Beyonce as.
Whoa. Yeah. Anyways,
Um, sorry,
what
there's a
was that?
string on my jeans that
That
was
was an
just
aggressive
bothering the
pull.
shit out of me.
Anyways, what are your thoughts on TikTok?
What are my thoughts on you having a fucking hacking problem in the last 2 episodes? You need to get that under control by the next episode or you're fucking fired. Stop looking at me like you're
You
about to cry.
don't. I wasn't. I was formulating my words.
Well, you going,
I was not making those noises. I was just looking at you,
but you were
pal.
doing it with your face.
How was I doing it? Never
What were you gonna
mind.
say? Thoughts on TikTok?
No. Let me talk about something
TikTok
crazy.
banned me, you guys.
Nobody fucking cares. It's because people were asking you to put your fucking penis on the screen, bro. Obviously, they should have banned you.
Why should they ban me? Because people were asking me. It's not my fault I'm sexy and beautiful in every way.
Don't look at me like that, like you're about to cry.
So what were you gonna say? Spit it out. Come
About
on.
what?
About TikTok.
No, I was just asking you about it.
What are your thoughts on TikTok? Is that your question? Your full question?
No, I can make it more exciting if you want.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Were you like an OG TikToker? Like, did you have TikTok when it switched from TikTok or Musically to TikTok?
Yeah, I had it when it was still Musically too.
So did I.
And I was like, I've died every day waiting for
So was
you.
I. And then I remember when it like had its little comeback in like 2017, and I remember being on it and being like, guys, you need to get TikTok. Everyone was like, that's fucking stupid.
That's so stupid.
Why would you do that? And I was like, no, this is literally such a good app. You guys need to get it.
I remember that.
I
And it
miss-
wasn't that good at the beginning when it was
Yeah,
like,
I guess it really wasn't.
but there was like a phase. I think our sophomore year was the peak of it.
It was so good. TikTok was so good at that point.
What year
I
was
hate
that?
TikTok now. It was like middle of freshman year to sophomore year.
So like 2019.
Yeah, it was like 2019. God, it was so good.
It was so good
but
then.
now, I don't know. It's so boring.
It's turned into like
it's
everybody wants to just promote their business and themselves.
I know.
It's kind of turned into Instagram in a way, because you remember like Instagram used to be like you just post random shit. You'd post random memes to your page, but now it's like, let me take this photo and promote this fucking water bottle.
I hate people who promote water bottles.
But you know what I mean? Like now it's like
it's
everybody
not silly anymore.
It has, and God, I don't know, because all the people that I used to like, I feel like they don't post anymore, or they had to drastically change everything about them, because now everybody just wants like a 3-4 minute long video, and it confuses the shit out of me, because why don't you just watch YouTube at that point?
I don't understand. Yeah, because they like made the 10-minute version, or the 10-minute, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the 10-minute option on TikTok. I'm not watching a fucking 10-minute video on TikTok. Even the 3-minute ones, like no, like I miss when it was like 15 seconds was your option.
And when it was like you had a sound and text on it, and that was the TikTok.
Well, do you remember when there wasn't even text and you had to import it from Snapchat if you wanted to?
When was this?
Like a while ago.
I guess I didn't post TikToks with text before then. I would like, you know, the sounds that were like, God, I don't even remember. I had one where I was going, and it was like boom, boom, boom. But
that was such a good.
Yeah, mine were.
I definitely know what you're talking about.
I wish I wasn't banned, because I had such good ones. It was from such a good time in my life. You could just see the transformation before your eyes. It was like one day I was posting about like, oh, getting all A's in class. Then the next day it was like, how to fuck her from the side. And I was like, good, 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 good. It was such a good shift. It was at least funny to me. And now it's all gone.
I'm sorry.
It's okay though. I think it's a sign.
From who?
From God.
About what?
That's all the past. We gotta leave that behind. Happened at a really interesting time too. During just last summer, it got banned. And I feel like I was holding on to a lot of things, and then I was like, my TikTok got banned. I couldn't look back at all these memories that I had. The only way I can get to them now, because I don't back up my phones.
You don't?
Every time I get a new phone, it's wiped clean.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So you lose all your pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So the only pictures I have are my Snapchat memories.
That's crazy. That makes so much sense.
Why?
Because you don't use your camera, I've noticed. You only really ever use your Snap memories. And it makes sense now. That's wild. So why don't you just back up your phone though?
Don't ask.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like it takes too long.
It doesn't. You literally just hit a button, bro.
Oh.
And you can have auto backup on.
Oh. Well.
Anyways.
No. It always is like iPhone not backed up in the last 763 days. And I'm like, okay, and what does this mean for me in the future? And then I find out what it means for me in the future when I get a new phone.
And what does it mean?
It
That you
means
just
I
have to
have like
restart?
7 photos that were backed up. And it's like random ones
Do you
of
want help backing stuff up or no?
no, I don't really need it.
Okay. Honestly, that's kind of real. I wish I didn't back up all my shit from middle school because, like, something, like, a part of me is, like, so attached to all these pictures, and I'm like, I'm gonna need to look back on them someday. But it's like, I'm literally never going to. Like, I went through over the summer and deleted, like, all of my middle school pictures because I hate, oh, that's a strong, strong word. I'm not friends with any of the people I was friends with then, you know? So it's like, why am I saving these pictures? You know what I mean? So maybe I need to just go through and delete it all. But then it's like I'm still taking pictures right now. So it's like, why the fuck am I taking pictures if I know I'm gonna delete them? I don't know. Maybe I just need to stop taking pictures altogether.
I think from now on, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, before I get a new phone, take all the photos from my phone and print them off. So if I want to look back at them, I have the printed copy.
That's a good idea.
But yeah, backing up your phone, no need. No
Not
need.
for you.
Not for me.
Maybe I'll turn mine off.
But the other thing that sucks about it is I don't know if when your phone is backed up that you keep all your passwords and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have to remember all my passwords to everything because it's like,
Do you write them down?
no,
Is it the same one for everything?
no.
Me neither. Anyways. Thoughts on. So do you use Twitter or no?
Not anymore since it switched to like the X thing.
Whoa, you used it when it was Twitter? That was like a month
Ye-
ago.
It was longer than a month. I used it.
2 maybe.
I used it when RuPaul's Drag Race was on, um, the winners season, because that's when I started watching it,
Mm-hmm.
and I used it to watch them talk shit.
That's good.
And I use it for like any reality shows. They talk a lot of shit on Twitter, but I don't think they do anymore. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think that's like a thing. So I think I have it deleted now because it just wasn't fun anymore. But I did have it for a brief period because I was going to start an OnlyFans, and Twitter is like the only place that you can promote OnlyFans.
Really?
So I was building my connections with like the big accounts that would promote people. Like, I don't know if you knew this, but Twitter is kind of basically a porn site. Was. I don't know if it is anymore. I think
I
they
don't
put
really use Twitter.
too many restrictions on it. But people used to go onto Twitter for porn.
Really?
Yeah,
I
like
didn't know that.
you could look up anything in the search bar and there would be shit there. Like full on sex. Like
I know it's like thank you. Like videos on Twitter?
yes. Videos, pictures, whatever.
I feel
And
like I've never seen a picture on Twitter before.
well, cuz you have to search it.
Oh,
It won't just pop up on your feed. But
okay.
if you were to search it, it would pop up with a bunch of shit. So there was a lot of accounts that were like um top OnlyFans, like all these different accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I was gonna make an OnlyFans, I was like, okay, I need to get in with like these big accounts that promote people because they
Yeah.
like post it and they give you a shout out and like get people to go. So like if someone's on the search feed, the top accounts are obviously appearing first. If I were to post something to my account, it wouldn't appear anywhere near the top. It would be at the very bottom.
Makes sense.
So I was doing that. I was texting with a bunch of these people.
Whoa, so you were like legit. When was this?
Senior year.
Wow. Continue.
So yeah, I was just texting with a bunch of different accounts. They were talking about like some of them were very helpful. Some of them were like, let us know when you figure it out. But some of them were like, oh yeah, you're gonna want to do like giving me step by step how to handle everything, how much I should set the prices for. I was talking to like people who did it because I knew people who did it around like just in the state. So I feel like one thing I'm very good at is building porn connections. It's like
That is wild. I
the
can't believe
one
that.
the one thing that I what do they call it? What's the word?
Networking?
Networking. The only networking experience I have.
What the fuck? So I'm going to assume that you didn't go through, or did
No,
you?
I
Okay.
didn't because I was like, I was pretty freshly
I was going to
18.
say, I feel like I'm glad you were 18.
Well, yeah, of course. I don't. People who get apps that you're not supposed to have, Tinder, why do you have it before you're 18? I feel like, did I talk about this in an episode? I might have.
No, but you told me about it like yesterday.
When people do that, it's so fucking weird to me because I never had the desire to like get on Tinder before I was 18 because I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, that's for 18-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
There's other apps you can use. So it's so weird to lie about your age and go on one of those apps and be like, yeah, I'm 18, I'm 18. And then like a week later be like, just so you know, I'm 14 and a half. It's like, why are you? It's so weird to me.
That is
Because what
strange.
do you expect to happen?
Yeah. That's true. And then I feel like, I don't know, then they're like, an older person tried to approach me, And it's like, well, yeah, they're gonna if you're on these dating apps for older
Yeah,
people.
if if you're on an app that's for 18 plus, people are going to assume that you're 18 or older.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they're like, you should have known. It's like,
How would I have known?
but yeah, that's a whole other thing. What was I
True.
talking about?
Why you didn't start a porn site?
Oh, because I was 18 years old and I was like, maybe this isn't a good decision to make
I'm
right
so
now.
glad that you, I guess, made that decision not to. I feel like that's such like a bold choice to make at 18.
That's why I wanted to do it because I wanted to still be in school, and I knew if I did it while I was in high school, I would have at least a like couple, like maybe 20 people that would do it, or maybe less because they go to each other's. But like I had a large number of people that I feel like would have subscribed just out of curiosity
Really? Oh, I guess that's fair. People know you.
because they're like, what the fuck? What, like, Ethan has an OnlyFans? Like, I gotta go check
Would
this
you
out.
like be embarrassed?
No.
Fair. So like if you started it now, would you tell people when they asked you what your job was? Like walking around campus?
Yeah.
Really? Good for you.
I don't really care that much. I just thought maybe not at 18.
Yeah.
Maybe, but then I started thinking more recently and I was like, I feel like it's a depreciating asset, especially in an industry like that. If you start out at 18, it's like, whoa. Cuz there's fucking freaks on there that will wait for people who are 17 and famous to turn 18 and start an OnlyFans. They're like, when you starting that OnlyFans? When's your
Mm-hmm.
birthday? So I feel like it's a big thing to be young and on things like that,
Yeah.
but never got around to it. Maybe I will when I turn 20.
Interesting. I've got a week.
I know.
Whoa. Guys, when this comes out, Ethan will be on his last few days of 19.
I will. I'll officially be in my 20s if I'm still alive.
Oh yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Crazy, bro. I need
We
to
have a
get more
couple
food.
days.
Truth. Anyways.
If I make it to 20, I don't. What the fuck? I don't know that I'm supposed to make it to 20.
You have so few days though. You have a week.
I know, but I don't think I'm supposed to.
Okay. So how many more days do you think you have in you?
Maybe 1, 2. Whoa, that was crazy.
Thank you.
Maybe 2.
Can you make it 3? Oh, can you? Okay. Ugh, okay, never mind.
If
Anyways,
I die before my birthday party,
yes,
will you turn it into a funeral?
we've already talked about this, but yes,
Okay.
I will. Yeah, and I won't tell anybody that you're dead though, and then everybody will pull up.
I feel
and
like they'll find out.
no.
Okay.
How will they find out?
Because
Oh,
if I
you
light
make it a
myself on
public array?
fire,
I'll be like, what? That wasn't Ethan. That was Bethan. What are you talking about? That tall man.
yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, I wouldn't tell them, and I'd invite them all still, and they would pull up to a house that isn't mine,
When they walk in,
and they'd be
start
like,
playing My Tears Ricochet.
"Where's Ethan?" I'd say, "Ethan can't make it today." Yeah, I can make it happen.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What do you think of when people post on social media when other people die? Ah! Okay, well, I'm going to let you talk first, and then I'll share my opinion.
So weird.
What the fuck? They're dead. They're not going to see it. You're literally just doing this so other people can see it, and they're going to say, I'm so sorry for your loss. Like,
It's
what
especially
the
weird.
fuck?
So we had a kid at my school who committed suicide.
Mm.
So many people who never spoke to him
Mhm.
posted, rest in peace, rest in peace. I'm going to miss you so much. It's like,
You're part of the problem. That, oh my God, if I kill myself, I need you to monitor. Will you do this for me,
Mhm.
please? And anybody who posts and is like, Reese was such a ray of sunshine. We're going to miss her bright smile. There's like 2 people that are allowed to post
okay,
that.
who are the people? I would not post that.
I know, that's what I'm
I
saying.
would say Reese,
was a fucking cunt, and I'm glad she's gone. On it, like my mom
your mom,
and my dad.
and your dad. Okay.
Literally, that's it. Romy, you're gonna try to post some shit if I kill myself, and it's gonna be like, Reese's smile lit up every room she walked in. Fuck you. Don't give me that. Give me something that's like, you know what I mean? Like if I kill myself. Anyways, this is not what. But I agree.
I'll be real with it. I'll be like, Reese, you know what? I kind of saw this coming. Reese sometimes cried in the library. It's honestly a miracle she made it this far. So we're just happy we got her to where she was. And, you know, what happens, happens. And
exactly. You gotta be real with it. But yeah, there was a kid who killed himself when I was in high school. And, like, I don't know. It was just weird. Everybody posted for him. And it was like, I had a friend who, like, pulled out a picture. I knew she wasn't friends with him. She never was. But she pulled out a picture, like, that we took with him from, like, a middle school dance. He was a grade above us. And, like, we weren't even friends with him. It was just, like, a big group picture. And she posted it and put, like, a little, like, halo over his head or something on Snap and was like, the world is gonna miss you. And it's like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't like when people, like, I really don't like when people die. Not that when people post when other people die. Like when their fucking grandparents die and they're like, and it's like 10 slides of their fucking grandpa. And it's like, I'm gonna miss you. And it's like a big paragraph. And then all the comments are, so sorry for your loss with a heart. And it's like, don't, like, okay, I know we said like inform people what's going on in your life, but like some things deserve to be kept private. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And I don't want people posting when I die. Well, I do. But not like that. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird to me.
Well, on that note, do you have anything else to say?
I can find something to say. How many minutes? I don't have any minutes at all. Guys, if Ethan dies before his birthday, what?
You're pointing the...
Make sure to post something good for him and be real sappy. Anyways, I love you guys.
If I die and you post a bad photo of me, I will haunt you.
Can I post bad photos? The other day he told me I could post anything of him as long as he isn't naked.
Yeah.
So
be out on the lookout for that. I might start an OnlyFans soon. I will let you know if I do. Thank you for watching.